We're live. Okay. All right, we're live. I had to wait a second because I wanted to make sure that my audio was good and all that. So yeah. All right, we're live, man. We are live. We're live from the Kia Center, even though we're in Voorhees, New Jersey, where we always do every single Sixers game. But the Sixers are live at the Kia Center, so they're in Orlando, Florida, taking on the Orlando Magic. What's up, Dark? How you doing, my guy? Thank you all so much for coming on here, Snowman. What's good? I think no, Katie didn't come in just yet. Denver's here, though. Denver is here. And Daniel, of course. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, man? Sixers taking on the Orlando Magic. And so the Sixers, they're 26-13. The Magic, they are 22-19. They actually lost on a buzzer beater to DeJounte Murray and the Atlanta Hawks. Almost said the Atlanta Falcons, but almost doesn't count. So they lost 116-114 in their last game. And while the Sixers, meanwhile, they're on a 3-game winning streak. They just were able to go to town against the Denver Nuggets. They won 126-121. And we can talk a lot about that game. Joel Embiid absolutely dominated Nikola Jokic. Jokic had a very good game statistically speaking. He had 25 points and he had 19 rebounds. Only just a couple of assists, but Joel Embiid was just able to get another double-double, 41 points for him. He had over 10 assists and about 7 rebounds. He did get beaten in the rebound department by Jokic, but other than that, he dominated every other facet of the game. Tobias Harris also really stepped up and was a very big piece in that fourth quarter specifically. He started things off when Embiid was on the bench, and he scored 8 straight points for the Sixers, and Tyrese Maxey had his thing going too. So the big three for the Sixers really did step up, and they looked absolutely phenomenal out there. Let's call it what it is. They played very, very good basketball. And now you go into Orlando tonight. You can't take your foot off the gas pedal. You're on a 3-game winning streak. You need to take care of business, and you need to show them who the best team in the Eastern Conference is if you want to be competing for that top Eastern Conference spot. And speaking of the Eastern Conference, well, let's take a look at the standings right now, shall we? So in the Eastern Conference, you got the Boston Celtics, who are 4 games above the Milwaukee Bucks. They're 5 games over the Sixers and 7 games over the Cleveland Cavaliers. So the Sixers, if they're able to win today, they'll be a half game behind Milwaukee, and that will be a very interesting thing to see how that sort of stuff plays out. The Sixers are 26-13. The Bucks are 28-13. So, but the Sixers, they're on a 3-game winning streak, as we just mentioned. The Bucks are 5-5 over their last 10 games. So you might be able to come up with the second seed pretty soon. So that will be a very good thing for the Sixers. They really need to try to take advantage of that. Right now, the Orlando Magic, they're in 8th place. At one point, they were one of the top 4 teams in the Eastern Conference, but they're 3-7 over their last 10 games, and you kind of figured that maybe they were going to come back down a little bit to earth, but they're 22-19. They have a very good team, though. A team led by, of course, Paolo Banchero, and we'll talk a little bit about him in just a little bit. And we'll also talk about Jalen Suggs, too, and what Cole Anthony has been able to provide off the bench for the Orlando Magic. But they have a very nice young squad. Head coach Jamal Mosley has really done a good job at just putting everybody in a very good position to succeed, just when you look at their overall season. But, yes, they have lost 4 out of their last 5 games, including a buzzer beater against the Atlanta Hawks. Oh, man. So let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight as we're just about ready to get underway. Let's see. So here we go. So it's Nick Batum, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Tyrese Maxey all out there for the Sixers. And for the Orlando Magic, you got Caleb Houston, Paolo Banchero. You also have out there Goga Bitadze, who is number 35. And then you have Chuma Okeke as well. And last but certainly not least, Gary Harris is out tonight, and so is Franz Wagner. But Wendell Carter Jr. also in the Orlando Magic lineup as well. So let's make sure that we double check this correctly. So for the Sixers again, they got Tyrese Maxey Kelly Oubre Jr., Nick Batum, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. And for the Magic, it'll be Jalen Suggs, Chuma Okeke, Caleb Houston, Paolo Banchero, and Goga Bitadze. All right. So the Sixers, the keys for tonight, well, they really got to do a good job at rebounding the basketball. And this is a team, even though they're missing Franz Wagner, Franz Wagner is out, they should still be able to dominate on the boards. That's really what it comes down to. So here we go, tip-off underway. We have Goga Bitadze going up against Joel Embiid, and Embiid's able to win the tip-off as it lands into the hands of Nick Batum. Sixers in their white and blue uniforms with the stars going down the side on both sides. And there's a jumper that's, of course, hit by Joel Embiid inside the three-point line at the top of the key. And it's 2-0 Sixers. So they're going from right to left, and the Magic are going from left to right. And the Magic, of course, in their home uniforms, they have their blue and white uniforms on. It's not dark blue, but the white letters and the white numbers on both the front and the back. 2-0 Sixers. Magic have the basketball, and we have an offensive rebound going to Paolo Banchero. And there's a shot that goes up, and that's in by Jalen Suggs. So already a 2-2 game, and we're about a minute underway. All right, we'll catch up on the chat in just a little bit. I want to make sure that we're all up to date with everything on here, so just bear with me for a second. We do have a foul called. It'll be against the Orlando Magic. The Magic, of course, lost to the Sixers in their last game, 112-92. Maxey gets the inbound. He'll kick it out to Batum on the near corner for a triple, and he gets the trifecta to go down the drain. 5-2 Sixers as we're at the Kia Center in downtown Orlando. Paolo Banchero stopping on the dime, trying to dribble over towards Tobias Harris, and he puts up a shot, and it's a little bit too strong. Embiid doesn't even have to leap up for the rebound. It just lands into the hands of his. Maxey dribbling around the screen, a bounce pass back outside to Embiid. Embiid thought about taking the three. Instead, what he'll do is he'll try to take his defender down on the low block. He'll take him all the way towards the cup. He puts it up and puts it in. Actually almost lost his dribble for a second. It was actually stripped by a Magic, and Embiid got it back and just got the left-handed hook shot to go. 7-2 Sixers run so far. We're 2 minutes underway. Suggs thought about taking a three. He'll try to take it all the way to the cup. Chuma Okeke will try to dribble this one out, and he'll hand it back off to Bitadze. Bitadze trying to go into the lane over Embiid, and Embiid wanted a travel call. Unfortunately, that did not work out for the Sixers' sake, and 7-4 Sixers. Refs for tonight, of course, you got John Goebel out there, Tom Washington, and Brandon Schwab. Here's Oubre Jr. for a tray on the near corner. Got it. It's raining threes in Orlando. A lot of snow here in Philadelphia and towards the South Jersey area, but a lot of rain in Orlando with the threes. Batum strips it on the other side. It's stolen away by Maxey. Maxey tries to find Harris, who's cutting towards the basket and gets the left-handed finger roll finish to go in traffic. 12-4 Sixers so far. They have really done a very good job at scoring the basketball and just making sure that they're making all their shots count for sure. 8:50 remaining in the first quarter. Here is Suggs, as he'll hand it off to Chuma Okeke. Okeke will find, this time it'll be Suggs again, and Paolo Banchero gets the dribble handoff, and Bitadze is able to get that one to go on the assist. So Banchero finishes with a 2. And the Sixers have a dozen points. Magic have half a dozen. Three-pointer by Harris on the far side. It's a little bit too strong. And it hits the back of the rim. Rebound goes to Orlando again. Suggs trying to drive it into the lane. Gets Batum to buy on a pump fake. Steps back and a turnaround jumper is up. And I don't know how he got it. Oh, that was a beautiful shot. And he made it look so easy. 12-8 start now. Tobias Harris over on the far elbow. Pulls up for 2 in the face of Paolo Banchero. And another rebound goes to Suggs. Suggs to Banchero, rewarding him for his defense. And he hits the 3. And already what has been a 7-0 run by Orlando has actually got them back into the ball game. Sixers started off strong, but have been a little bit lackadaisical on the defensive side. Embiid over on the near elbow. He fakes the handoff to Batum, and we have another whistle. It'll be called on John Goebel, and I can't seem to tell what it was. I'll get you some sort of confirmation in just a little bit. I think it was off the play. It seems like OKK got called for, or Maxey maybe got called for walking. I don't know. All right, let's pull this up. Let's get our game stats. So Embiid's going to go to the line to shoot a technical foul free throw. So Caleb Houston was the one that got called for a defensive 3-second violation, and Embiid does make the foul shot, and that makes it 13-11. Harris will inbound it to Maxey, who's standing over at the logo. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Maxey dribbles around the screen set by Embiid, pulls up for three, and it's a little bit towards. It goes actually a little bit far to the left. And another rebound goes to Banchero. Banchero trying to go coast to coast, tried to pass it. It's intercepted, though, by Joel Embiid. It was actually deflected by Embiid, intercepted by Oubre Jr. Embiid stuck in traffic, gets the ball loose. It's stolen away, a 3-on-2 situation. Oubre Jr. trying to come up with a steal on the other side, and Banchero gets fouled. They called Kelly Oubre Jr. for a shooting foul, and I couldn't tell why. Lots of sloppy basketball. And lots of fighting for loose balls, for sure, between both teams. It's been a very scrappy game so far. Sixers started off very strong, and then their defense just got a little bit too lackadaisical, if you will. And now 2 foul shots coming for Paolo Banchero. This is a guy who's been a very good shooter throughout his career so far with the Orlando Magic. Of course, a top prospect by them. Over his last 7 games, he's averaging 25 points per game. He's shooting 40% from the field and is averaging about 5.5 assists per game and 7 rebounds. He had a triple-double that was back on January 5th. And he ties the game now 13-13 with 7:08 remaining in the first quarter. Of course, the Sixers did get to face Aaron Gordon, who was the former Orlando Magic. And here we go again. Embiid tries to get the inbound in the backcourt. It's deflected off of his hands, and it goes out of bounds. There were 2 defenders on him. It went out of bounds towards the near sideline, and the Magic will inbound it and get the ball back. 13-13. They have a chance to take the lead. Maxey comes away with a block on the other side. Harris comes up with a steal. Harris trying to dribble into traffic, goes up with the right hand. Count the bucket and a foul. This is what you love to see from Tobias Harris, just being aggressive, going right to the rim, and just being assertive as well. Timeout called by Jamal Mosley. 15-13 start so far in the first quarter, and we're underway at the Kia Center. All right, let's refresh this page. Let's get settled here. That's what we'll do. Great. So Chuma Okeke got called for the shooting foul, and the Magic are able to call a timeout. All right, great. We have the Gamecast up here, and we'll have the play-by-play right here. And we should have team stats up too. How's everybody doing, man? Thanks so much for coming on tonight. I'll get to your comments in just a second. We got off to we were a little bit early today, and I want to try to be a little bit earlier so that way we can do a little bit of a pregame show, if you know what I mean. Maybe just go on for like 5 or so minutes and just talk about both teams. So, but yeah, love you, JJ. You keep helping the play-by-play juices flowing along with me. Thanks, man. Yeah, I can't wait to see you coming back on live games too, man. Hit that like button. Stay true. What's going on? Stay true. How you doing? Must be new to the channel. Thanks for coming on here, man. I appreciate it. What's going on, JJ? What's going on, everybody? How did I do the chat? And how do you have the you have to refresh your scoreboard? Yep, I just did that. That's the one thing I don't like about Yahoo. But see, the aesthetics, it looks really nice. How did I do my chat? I use OBS. I don't use StreamYard when I'm doing live games, guys. I like OBS a lot better, personally. I really do. StreamYard has its pros, but I like OBS because I can control more and it looks more professional, I want to say. And I feel like I have more control of what I want. So I have a plugin on OBS. It's called Ninja Chat. And I learned about the plugin, learned about how to set it up. It took me a little bit of time to figure it out. But that's how I'm able to display your chats on here. I could do it automatically, but I don't want to because I like controlling it because it doesn't know when a call is coming or when I have something going on, that type of a thing. Injury report. D'Anthony Melton's out tonight with lumbar spine stress. He'll actually be out for next week, too, I believe. Robert Covington left out with left knee inflammation. And, of course, Franz Wagner out with a right ankle sprain. No Gary Harris either for the Orlando Magic. So there's Mo Bamba, of course, a former member of the Orlando Magic, too. We spent a couple of years here. This was his first team. Harris going up with the and one, puts it up and puts it in. So we got fouled just before we had a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And Chuma Okeke got called for his first foul. We have a turnover on the other side as the Orlando Magic could not hold on to the possession. So that makes it Sixers basketball. It's still 16-13, so Suggs had it out of bounds. It was a bad pass. 2 turnovers by the Sixers and 3 by Orlando. Maxey has it over on the far wing. There's Oubre Jr. trying to find Embiid, who'll take it all the way to the cup. And oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That was so bizarre. What happened was Embiid got fouled. He put up a long prayer, and it just went so high, and it just landed in. But that wasn't a shooting foul. They say it was a foul on the floor. It literally took about 4 seconds for it to even hit the rim. That's how high it was. It went out of the camera shot. I didn't know where it was, but it just went up out of the shot, and Embiid's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. That should have counted. Oh, my gosh. It actually hit the score. Oh, wait. Okay, it hit the, because we couldn't see this, but it hit the camera just above the shot clock. That's crazy. 17-13, and Embiid now makes it 18-13 as the Sixers have a 5-point lead in Orlando. It was a little bizarre call. Sorry about that. 6:25 remaining. Suggs will hand it off this time to Bitadze. Bitadze back to Banchero. Banchero over on the far corner. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Will try to take on Tyrese Maxey. That's a big mismatch, and he wins it with a turnaround jumper from the far elbow. It's 18-15, 6:08 remaining in the first quarter. That shot was from about 10 feet or so. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Batum trying to find Embiid on the low block again. Embiid's turnaround jumper, it's a little bit too short. And Embiid, I thought he was going to take it right to the cup, but he fooled me for sure. 3-point shot on the other end by Bitadze. It's a little bit too strong and wide to the left, or a little bit too far to the left. Harris trying to find Embiid again on the low block, and Harris's binoculars worked perfectly. How about Harris? He was at the top of the key and threw a pass over his head and was just able to find Joel. 9 points, 2 rebounds for the big man tonight. A turnaround jumper again by Paolo Banchero. He answers back with a 2 of his own. Back and forth we go between Banchero and Embiid. Maxey finds Harris at the top of the key, puts up a shot, puts it up, and it was in the act of shooting. They're going to say it was a 2, as Harris's foot, I believe, was on the line. So that makes it 20-17 Sixers. And with 5:13 remaining in the first quarter, Harris, I believe, is going to go to the line, so Suggs gets called for the shooting foul. Tobias Harris, what a season he's had. It's been a roller coaster. Starts off the season strong, goes ice cold for the next couple of games, and then he has a very high stock again, and just all of a sudden sails for about 3 games, and now it's back up to a very high performance that he's been able to provide over the last 4 or 5 games or so. Harris does contribute as he knocks down the first free throw. Patrick Beverley will step on in for the Sixers. And Goga Bataze will take a seat, and Cole Anthony will come on in for him. Caleb Houston, who didn't really get a lot of action. We'll have Wendell Carter Jr. come on in for him. So 2 substitutions made by Orlando, and just 1 for the Sixers. Harris's free throw is up, and it is good. A swish for Tobias Harris. 22-17 Sixers are 6 for 6 from the line. Here's Banchero again, dribbling over towards the left side. He'll take it all the way to the foul line. Finds Suggs over on the far wing. And now Suggs trying to find Banchero. Banchero trying to give it back to Suggs. It's intercepted, though, by Harris. Harris goes up with a shot. It's blocked by Suggs on the other side. He tried to take a layup and could not get it to go. Suggs over on the far corner trying to get past Kelly Oubre Jr. Takes it all the way to the cup over Joel Embiid. No. And we have a cleanup on the glass by Paolo Banchero. And Banchero's able to get that one to go in the dunker spot. That was actually Wendell Carter Jr. I beg your pardon. So it's 22-19. Embiid trying to take on Carter Jr. again. Puts up a 2, and he's fouled. He was fouled just outside of the lane. And Carter Jr. is guilty for committing the shooting foul. More free throws will result for the Sixers. Hopefully you're all doing well, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Tell me what got you guys into basketball if you are new to the channel and who you are. I would love to hear your thoughts down below. We do play-by-play for Sixers basketball, Eagles football, and Phillies baseball on here. Embiid's first foul shot this trip around. He swishes it and makes it a 4-point lead for Philadelphia. So 23-19 is now the score. Wanted to also talk about NBC Sports actually had a graphic up not too long ago, right before the game, that Embiid has had 18 straight games with 30 or more points, and he actually is tied with Elgin Baylor, who was able to have 18 straight 30-point games in 1961 to the 62 season. Recently, James Harden was able to pass Wilt Chamberlain, who did it 3 times. Actually, 4 times. The most he had was 65 in a row, but Harden made it 32 in the 18-19 season. 24-19 is the score as Embiid does hit the second foul shot. Cole Anthony misses an 8-foot jumper on the other side. Morris Sr. grabs the rebound, and we have a backcourt violation called on Marcus Morris Sr. As Maxey got the pass, and then Morris Sr. not able to stay past the half court. 24-19 again is the score, and make it 24-21 as Wendell Carter Jr. is able to nail a free throw line jumper. 3:50 remaining in the first quarter. It's been a back and forth type of a game. Both teams have gone on their runs. Embiid with a dribble handoff to Batum. Batum catches, lets it fly. Can't hit the tray. And another board goes to Orlando again. 30-35 remaining in the first quarter. We have a foul called on the other side. It'll be on the Sixers. Nick Batum is guilty for allowing that foul to happen. As Cole Anthony got fouled off the dribble. And Daniel House Jr. will sub on in for Oubre Jr. And Batum will now take a quick seat as well. Tyrese Maxey will come back in. So Maxey, was on the bench, but the dribble handoff was from Patrick Beverley. So 3:35 remaining in the first quarter. And Nick Batum, there he is, of course, a guy that was acquired by the Sixers in the James Harden trade. Here comes the inbound. It's intercepted by Tyrese Maxey as he just steals it off the hands of Cole Anthony. Maxey on the other side, trying to dribble into traffic, puts up a prayer. He's fouled. It was a little teardrop. He was actually being guarded by about 2 or 3 defenders. That's going to put the Sixers in the bonus, and Cole Anthony, once again, he's guilty for committing a foul. Sixers have all 7 timeouts left. The Magic have 6, and Maxey will go to the line for 2 free throws. He's in his red sneakers. Boy, they look really cool as he knocks down the first foul shot. Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, and Allen Iverson were actually being interviewed by Lauren Rosen because they were at the 76ers Youth Foundation today as They all enjoy, of course, giving back to the youth and giving back to the Philadelphia community. And you should definitely go check it out on Sixers.com for more interviews and for more exclusive content just from that. 26-21, 3:05 remaining in the first quarter. Anthony trying to find a three-point shooter. This time it goes up and in by Joe Ingles, a guy that has been very well known for his three-point shooting throughout his entire career. He was just able to make it look so easy. Maxey, pick and roll offense, tries to find Embiid on the block again. Embiid with one jab step, two jab steps, mid-range jumper, automatic. 28-24, and now Joel tonight, give him 13 points in this first quarter. He's 4 for 6 from the field and has made all 5 free throws. Banchero loses it out in transition and stolen away by the Sixers again. Maxey trying to save it as it goes out of bounds. And the Sixers will call a timeout, so Beverly actually lost it out of bounds. He had a bad pass to Maxey, and Maxey did step out. But we have a timeout called by Nick Nurse, and the Sixers are up by 4, and they'll be back in just a few moments. I'm going to actually take a very quick step off. I need to take a sip of water and breathe for just a very quick second. See you soon. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got 22 lovely people on here watching. I hope that you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. 15 likes, 21 of you are watching. What are the rest of you guys doing? I mean, 6 of you have not hit that thumbs up button. And I bet you also haven't subscribed to the channel. If you love Sixers basketball as much as I do, if you love the NBA as much as I do, if you love the MLB or the NFL as much as I do, and you like the Eagles and the Phillies, come on, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. I did want to make a couple of announcements really quickly. So tomorrow, I actually posted I posted the schedule for the weekend on the YouTube community. So tomorrow we got the Sixers game. That's at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. They take on the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Sunday evening, we are going to be doing the Buffalo Bills game. I want us to branch out to the rest of the football community and try to see if we can get more subscribers that way. And also, it's just good to get more reps doing national football games where, you know, you treat it like it's a national broadcast. You're not covering a specific home team. So I want to kind of get reps that way, too, like what I did for the World Series. That's what we're going to do. So we got Bills and Chiefs on Sunday, and then we're back at it on Monday for another Sixers game. We have a lot of YouTube shorts that are also coming out, too. I've been really trying to make sure that I've been putting enough emphasis on editing things and coming out with more content for the socials. And I've noticed that so far it's paying off. We've been getting more subscribers for sure. And, you know, I think we've gotten, 5 over the last day on YouTube, and we've gotten some more followers on Instagram and TikTok as well, so that's been really paying off too. How many points do you see Paolo with tonight? I'm going to say 25. All right, so the timeout is over. It's 28-24 as the Magic have it, and here comes Markelle Fultz going up against his former team as he gets the pass from Cole Anthony and is able to get the finger roll finish on the right side of the baseline. 28-26, Maxey trying to find House Jr., cut into the basket. And here we go. Maxey's able to get it. That was actually Patrick Beverly that got the assist at the top of the key. 30-26, 150 remaining in the first quarter. Sixers have a 4-point lead. Jonathan Isaac subs on in for the Orlando Magic. Forgot to mention that. Isaac thought about taking the triple. Instead, he takes about 2 steps inside the three-point line from the far side, and he can't get it. Clanks off the top of the basket. Here's Embiid again on the near wing, trying to take on his defender and bully him down low. Kicks it out to Maxey on the near wing. Maxey thought about taking it, and he'll fire it to Daniel House Jr. for three. No. Just goes in and out and clanks off the back of the rim from the near side. Sixers are shooting 33% from downtown, and the Magic are shooting 50%. Here comes Ingles. Ingles dribbles it back out and ends up finding Goga Bitadze. Bitadze trying to find Markelle Fultz, and Fultz tries to take it to the basket. Wendell Carter Jr. gets the offensive rebound. Can't put it up and in. Isaac, though, is able to clean out the trash, and Embiid goes down. A ferocious dunk by Jonathan Isaac, and that makes it 30-28. 53 seconds to go in the first quarter. Sixers only up by 2. A dribble handoff by Maxey to Beverly. And Embiid takes a tumbling to the deck as off the ball. Jonathan Isaac and Wendell Carter Jr. were able to butt heads, if you will, with Joel Embiid. Not physically, but they just were able to collide with one another. Isaac actually elbowed Embiid when he was going down with that dunk. Embiid was underneath the basket, and he took him a little bit of time just to get back into some sort of a rhythm. Embiid will go to the line because this puts the Sixers. The Sixers were actually just in the bonus, but they'll have more free throws coming up right now. What are your final score predictions, guys? Comment down below. I want to hear from you all. Embiid's first foul shot is good as he drains it and makes it a 3-point lead for the Sixers. If you're tuning in on Facebook, on Twitch, on Twitter, or X as the kids call it now these days, I feel old. But, make sure that you come on over to the YouTube and, that's where the fun is. I don't read my messages on any of those other platforms, but you can subscribe and you can follow us on there too. But if you have any comments, I won't be able to read them. So that's why you got to come on over to YouTube. 32-28, Embiid has scored almost half of the Sixers' points in the first quarter. 15 for him. Isaac for 3 on the far quarter. Bullseye. Oh, my gosh. Nothing but net for Jonathan Isaac, the 26-year-old. 32-31, 35 seconds left on the game clock. Maxey for 3, trying to go for a 2-for-1. Beverly's able to climb the ladder and corral the miss. He finds Maxey again for 3. Not once, not twice. Morris Sr. trying to tip it in, and he can't do so. 1 second separating the shot clock from the game clock, and the Magic could retake the lead with a bucket here. Fultz dribbling it and having a staring contest with Daniel House Jr. over at the half-court mark. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. We have a whistle with about 7 seconds on the shot clock. That's going to go on the Sixers, as I believe that they had a foul to give, and they had to use it wisely, so 8.3 seconds to go, and that's going to unplug the shot clock. So the Magic will settle for one more shot now. And it doesn't matter if they take a 3 or a 2 here. They'll be out in front. Fultz does get the inbound. He's over at the logo. 5 seconds left to go. Fultz trying to drive it over. House Jr. kicks it back out to a 3-point shot that goes up, and it just rattles out. But we had a foul called with 1 second to go on Joel Embiid. So Cole Anthony was the one that tried to go up with a shot, and Embiid got called for the foul. It was over on the far wing. Was he inside the 3-point line, or... No, it was the far corner. That's a foul in the act of shooting, and Cole Anthony's going to be rewarded with 3 foul shots. Embiid tried to block it, and then he just could not land properly and actually landed right on Anthony's foot. And Anthony for the tie. Got it. What's up, dude? I haven't seen you on here in a while. Thanks for coming back on. Final score predictions, anybody? Let me know. So we're tied 32-32. Joel Embiid wants an explanation from Tom Washington. And I don't know if he's going to be able to get an explanation from it. But we'll just have to wait and see. 33-32 is the score. 1 second to go exactly in this first quarter. And the Magic retake the lead. Anthony for another free throw. So he converts on all 3 of them. House Jr. will inbound it to Beverly. Beverly's prayer from the half-court mark. It's airballed. And we go into quarter number 2. Sixers down by a deuce. It's 34-32. They started off strong, and then Orlando went on their run, and it's been just a back-and-forth game. Any team He's trying to go out in front. Oh, boy. I think sometimes what we do, and I have to kind of watch this a little bit more, is we kind of get a little bit too in our head. And what I mean by that is when I'm thinking about what to say, I think systemically what I'm going to say, and sometimes I just got to just let the words fall into place, you know? I'm trying to develop a better vocabulary, and that's what I'm trying to work on tonight especially, but maybe we overthink things sometimes. We want it to sound seamless. How's everybody doing on here? Like, subscribe, turn on those notification bell icons if you love the Sixers, if you love the Phillies, or if you love the Eagles, even though we haven't really been talking about that Birds team. I also forgot to mention that we are going to be doing a reaction to the Eagles tomorrow, too. So if you guys want to come on, give your thoughts, take your phone calls on Discord, we'll be doing that as well. No post-game live tonight for the Sixers-Orlando game because we have a back-to-back. So we'll do it tomorrow night. I'll also be taking your calls. I like doing that at the end of games. I think that it makes it more fresh. I don't have to make a new thumbnail. We could just do it right here. And it's nice. You know, it gives other people extra motivation to come on here. So it's a very good thing in a lot of ways. I love seeing the number 2,236 over at the bottom of my screen next to views over the last 48 hours. That means that we're doing a good job of posting our shorts. Somebody actually broke down, I don't know if you guys have gotten the opportunity to watch Shannon Sharpe's interview that he did with Cat Williams about a couple of weeks ago on his podcast called Club Shay Shay. Always have loved Club Shay Shay, but the interview that he did with Cat Williams, it's about almost a 3-hour interview, okay? And the whole interview itself has gotten over 41 million views. It's the most viewed interview on YouTube. It's the most viewed interview on YouTube, like full length, everything. But somebody actually broke down, you know, how much on average Shannon made just from that interview itself. And it was just really wild. I'll talk a little bit more about it later. 34-32 is the score. We're back in action. Orlando has a 2-point lead, and we have a dunk made by Wendell Carter Jr. as the Magic had the ball to start things off. Maxey trying to answer on the other side with a right-handed layup, and he's fouled in the act of shooting, and he will be rewarded with 2 more free throws. 11:37 left in the first half. There's Markelle Fultz, who is, of course, a former Philadelphia 76er, was the first overall pick by them back in 2018 it was. And the first free throw by Tyrese Maxey goes in and out. And see, the thing about Markelle Fultz is that he was supposed to be that combo guard that could fit with Ben Simmons. And it turns out that Tyrese Maxey ended up being what Markelle Fultz was primarily supposed to be with the Sixers. Somebody that can play alongside with Joel and play alongside with Ben Simmons at the time and just catch and shoot, but also create his own shot. That's what he's done a very good job at throughout his Sixers tenure so far. 36-33, so Maxey does end up going 1 for 2 from the line. The Magic have it on the other side. Wendell Carter Jr. is able to drive it to the basket with a left-handed finish, and that makes it a 38-33 game. Here's Maxey, or Beverly, I should say, again from the parking lot. Launches and hits it for 3. That was a deep 3 by Pat Bev, 25 feet. And it's now 38-36, Sixers down by 2. That's the third 3 that they've made tonight. The Magic dribble around the timeline. Cole Anthony tries to drive it and finds a cutting Jonathan Isaac to the basket with an underhanded pass. And Isaac's able to finish it with the 2. The two-handed jam that was. 40-36, Sixers trail by 4. So now Pat Bev has it at the top of the key. He's being guarded by Anthony. Dribbles it and tries to find Harris over on the far elbow. Harris kicks it out to Beverly from wing to wing for a three. Morris Sr.'s able to grab his miss, finds the offensive rebound, kicks it out, and Morris Sr. gets the hockey assist there. It went from Maxey all the way to Harris. A 1-2-3 punch from Morris Sr. to Maxey, and then one more to Harris at the top of the key for three. The Magic can't answer on the other way. It makes it 40-39 still Sixers. Here's Maxey over at the Magic logo, trying to take on Cole Anthony. Stops on a dime and tries to put up a shot. Puts it up. No, not once, not twice. And he can't get it to go again. Anthony trying to find somebody. It's intercepted, though, by Harris. Harris trying to go up with a shot over in the lane. And again, he's fouled. Tobias Harris really being aggressive. How about 10 points for him and 2 rebounds? Also 2 steals, 1 assist. And, man, he has really been looking so sharp in a Sixers uniform over these last 5 games or so. And part of that is just another credit to Nick Nurse for working with him and trying to study film and make sure that he can be aggressive, because this guy is a 6'7" or a 6'8" player, and we've always thought that sometimes when he goes to the rim, he doesn't finish as strong. And a lot of the shots that he's taken tonight, he's just being aggressive. He's going to the line. He's trying to finish in strong contact. He's not afraid to hesitate. 40-40 is the score on the first free throw, and the Sixers ride the seesaws. They take the lead again, 41-40 on the second foul shot. Magic have it. Ingles tries to get it deflected. Actually tried to pass it. It was deflected by Beverly. And Cole Anthony trying to go up with a high arcing layup. No, it lands off the hands of Marcus Morris Sr. Wendell Carter Jr. was the one trying to get the rebound, but Morris Sr. had it go into his hands, but we have a loose ball foul called. Against the Sixers, it'll be on Patrick Beverly. 41-40 with 9:27 remaining in the first half. The Magic will inbound it from their side of the bench. So Anthony tries to find Isaac. Isaac being guarded by Maxey. Isaac back to Carter Jr. with an elbow jumper. Got it. Another jumper by Wendell Carter Jr. And give him actually 10 points off the bench. He's actually leading the way in scoring for Orlando. The Orlando bench has been doing a very good job. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Beverly dribbles over towards the right side, tries to go into the lane with a right-handed layup. No, it bounces off of a Sixer. It was actually House Jr. that it bounced off of, and it went out of bounds towards the Sixers baseline. And we have another turnover by Philadelphia. They trail by 1. Fultz at the top of the key. Dishes it out to Isaac. Isaac with a handoff all the way to Anthony. Anthony back to Fultz. And we have another whistle again. Another foul called on the Sixers. It was away from the play. And the personal foul's on Paul Reed. Thanks so much, Eric. I appreciate it, man. Have a good night, bud. Got work in the morning. Sleep well, my guy. Appreciate you so much for coming on here. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. What are y'all waiting for? I give you this content for free. Ingles gets the inbound. Tries to find Carter Jr. It was actually stolen away by Harris, but we have another foul called on Paul Reed. So Reed and Harris were the ones that were in the paint trying to guard Wendell Carter Jr. They're going to say it was a foul on the floor. And Reed did make some contact. When you look at the replay, let's see again. Oh, man, that's looked like it was a good basketball play, but there was definitely some contact, too. And as soon as the Magic inbound the ball to Fultz, we have another whistle. Lots of whistles so far. 8:38 remaining in the first half. Oh, boy. What's going on, everybody? Thanks so much for coming on here. 20 people on here. Appreciate it so much. How are all 20 of you doing? What do you guys think about this game so far? Fultz gets the inbound. He's over at the foul line, tries to take it right to the lane, and the reverse layup is good on the left side. Oh, my goodness. Just some ballet moves by Markelle Fultz. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Sixers down by a 3. Maxey tries to find Morris Sr. That was a no-look pass to Morris Sr., and he got it to go. It was almost a little bit wide to the right Morris Sr. trying to go up with a jumper off the dribble, and he gets the friendly roll. 3 bounces it took, and Marcus Morris Sr. got the friendly bounce, if you will. 8:05 remaining in the second quarter, and another foul called on Tobias Harris. So 7:56 remaining. There's 8:05 left in the second quarter. The Magic, as we talked about before, they lost their last game to the Atlanta Hawks 106-104 on a buzzer beater by DeJounte Murray. 8 minutes to go. Isaac for 3 off the inbound pass. It is airballed on the near corner. Beverly got the rebound. It's a 3-on-3 situation, and everybody gets back on defense now. Maxey to Harris. Harris back to Maxey over at the logo. Maxey dribbling around the screen, goes over towards the right side, and he'll pull up from the center sign, the Kia center sign that is, and he can't hit the tray. Another board goes to Jonathan Isaac as it bounces off the hands of Paul Reed. Reed not wearing the headband tonight. Here's a three-pointer by Ingles, and it's nothing but net on the other side. The three-point shooting coming to life for the Orlando Magic, and Joe Ingles absolutely feeling himself. 47-43, a timeout immediately called by Nick Nurse with exactly 7.5 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Be right back. Oh, boy, Paul Hudrick just tweeted out, quote, "The Sixers are getting a ton of deflections and turning the Magic over, but Orlando is still getting too many good looks, and they're not missing." And that's the thing, is that a lot of the shots that Orlando is hitting tonight, the Sixers have just been not able to close out on the zone defense. It seems like that a lot of times when Orlando's going to the pick and roll, well, sometimes they go to a pick and pop, and it just seems like that a lot of the three-point shooters are just getting wide-open looks, including the last one by Joe Ingles. Can the Sixers try to capitalize on what they've been able to do wrong tonight, on their errors, if you will? That's the question. 7:20 left. Sixers do get the inbound. Nick Batum tries to find Maxey. Maxey left wide open for 3. Off the dribble. It goes down the drain from the far wing. 47-46. Bingo for Maxey. 7:05 remaining in the second quarter. Embiid not coming back in just yet. Maybe he's getting off of the sideline right now. I can't tell. Here's Fultz. Fultz tried to find Isaac inside. It's intercepted, though, by Pat Bev. Bev trying to find Reed. Reed, all he had to do was attack, but he found Morris Sr., and Reed got called for a travel. And he was a little bit too late with that decision-making. He had a mismatch on him. And now Joel Embiid does come back in, so he did get up. I thought I saw him for a split second get up and go over to the scorer's table, and he did. That was out of the corner of my eye. 49-46, Orlando up by 3. Now the scoreboard's ahead. So it's 47-46 here, and there's a two-pointer by Cole Anthony, and it goes in by Wendell Carter Jr. as he tips it up and in, and we have a foul called again. This time it'll be on Joel Embiid, and that puts the Magic in the bonus. That was actually on Nick Batum. Looked like Embiid got a little bit of contact, but nope. Batum was on Wendell Carter Jr., and a three-point opportunity coming right up. Austin Krell says, quote, Orlando is on pace to score 60 putback pointers per 100 missed field goals thus far tonight. That's crazy. Sixers have really been not so good off the glass. 50-46, Orlando up by 4. The Sixers are 15 for 16 at the line, and the Magic are 6 for 6. So Maxey standing at the Kia Center sign over on the far wing. He'll get double-teamed, kicks it out to Embiid. Embiid left wide open for a three as Banchero did not see him, and he got it. He made him pay. That's just what the big man does. You leave him wide open, and he can hit the three in front of anybody. Even if no one's on him, Banchero thought about taking the three. That was a miscommunication breakdown on the defensive side. Embiid tries to go up with a defensive rebound, can't do so. Offensive board by Orlando. Pass goes out, and it's stolen away by Maxey. Maxey trying to go coast to coast on the right side of the baseline. The underhanded scoop is good, and one. 51-50, and the Sixers are up by 1. That was beautiful defense. So Embiid actually ended up getting the defensive rebound, but then it was picked back by Cole Anthony, and Anthony tried to go up with a 2, and instead it was deflected by a Sixer. Couldn't tell who it was, and Maxey ended up trying to take it all the way to the cup on the other side on a fast break. And a timeout called by Orlando again. 51-50, Sixers still in this game, and it's now 5:50 left to go until halftime. Nice and easy, tweeted out the Sixers on that play. It's funny. You guys are so quiet on here tonight. 22 people watching, 20 likes. I don't have a lot of comments on here. You guys have any fun plans for the weekend? Huh? Anybody have some cool plans? JJ, what are you doing? I'm going to be on here. I'm focusing on my work now, guys. I really am. Last night was one of those nights where sometimes when I was in school, I would have nights where I felt like I didn't want to go to bed because I was so motivated to do work. And last night was just one of those nights. I was editing some shorts, and then I decided, you know what? Let's post them on socials. Let's put them to TikTok. You know, one thing led to another. And now I feel like I've gotten myself into a better system of just actually doing it. And later tonight, maybe we'll cut a couple of highlights. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But posting highlights and posting shorts is honestly a really good thing to do because that's how the algorithm also rewards you on here. So I've been telling people on here, you know, that are content creators, because I'm never afraid to share advice from other people that I've learned from, but I've noticed that even just by doing that, I gained 5 more subscribers. And look at how many views now the channel has had over the last 48 hours. Every little bit helps. So we're grinding, and we're really trying to make this into a legitimate, into a professional job. I think that's what we're going to do. And I love being on here with you guys. 23 people. That's how many people were in my classes when I was in college. So when you think about it from that perspective, it feels awesome. That's only going to grow. 5:40 remaining in the second quarter. And we have a whistle again on Nick Batum, as Batum has really just had some problems with the refs tonight. And, of course, Nick Nurse is over on the sideline. He's talking things over with some of his assistant coaches. There's Kobe Carl, of course, the former head coach of the Delaware Bluecoats. Got to see him do some games, or coach a lot of games with the Delaware Bluecoats. So he's now the assistant. And Matt Murphy, of course, when we talked to him, we congratulated him because he was a very good coach with the Bluecoats. 51-50 as Jalen Suggs was at the line, so he got fouled by Batum, and he makes both free throws. He does end up hitting both, and the Sixers down by one again. We're still on the seesaw, the pendulum swinging, of course, in Orlando's direction. Batum with 3 points and 3 fouls. He finds Embiid. Embiid goes up with a 2, and now make it 1 assist for Nick Batum. Embiid gets his first 2 points of the quarter. He had 16 at the end of the first, as he just came back in not too long ago, and Embiid was able to get the 2. He actually has now 20 because he made a 3. Forgot about that. That was actually his first 3 points of the quarter. Here comes Wagner as he tries to bounce it inside, and it's stolen away again by the Sixers. Here's Embiid again on a little pump fake, tries to go up with it, and he slams it home. He hit it off the top of the glass and just alley-ooped it to himself. Nobody was on him, and that's a freight train coming downhill as he got the dunk. 55-52. Oh, I wish it was a little bit of a better call. 4:35 remaining in the second quarter. I didn't know what he was going to do there. He just alley-ooped it to himself. Embiid comes up at the glass, and maybe that's what the Sixers need to get some sort of motivation under their belt. Embiid stopping on a dime, tries to take it to the foul line, puts up a shot. They say it was now not counted. Then he had the shooting again, and Embiid still hit it. My goodness. It was on the floor, and that time it looked like the foul was on the floor, but he's just making everything. He has the hot hand tonight. Nobody can stop him. He is just in a world of his own right now. It is just incredible to watch this guy play basketball almost every day. He just soloed it before they're showing the replay of him just getting the shot as he put it off the glass and just slammed it home himself. Sixers come up with the inbound this time. Tyrese Maxey goes up with a 2. And are they going to call goaltending? They will. It's 57-52. Maxey also thought he was fouled by Batadze. So Goga Batadze, number 35 for the Orlando Magic. It's 57-52. That's what the score is with 4:05 remaining in the second quarter. Sixers lead it by 5. Suggs tries to hand it off to Anthony. Cole Anthony, who's been coming off the bench for the Magic, so far having a very big impact. Banchero trying to find Suggs down low. Suggs will take it out over towards the top of the three-point line over on the near side, and he puts up a 3 from the corner, and it hits the hit the back of the rim, and then hit the score, the shot clock, if you will, and the Sixers will get the ball back. Harris will inbound it from the near sideline, finds Daniel House Jr. Daniel House Jr. lost his dribble, kicks it out to Maxey. Maxey conducting the tempo and controlling the traffic as he'll hand it back off to Harris. Tobias Harris has been very good so far in this game. He'll hand it off to Embiid. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid with a foul line jumper off the dribble. Automatic. It goes in again. 24 points for the big man tonight, and 4 steals on the defensive side as he comes up with another one right there. He's leading the charge. Finds Maxey for 3 on the near wing. Oh, it's a little short. Harris dishes it back out as he gets the offensive rebound to Harris. Harris to Maxey again. Yes! Not once, but twice for the kid. A 10-point lead for Philadelphia with 3:05 to go. And immediately a timeout called by Jamal Mosley and the Orlando Magic. Sixers on an 8-2 run over the last minute and a half. And Daniel House Jr. celebrating with the bow and arrow celebration as he found Maxey for three. And give Tobias Harris some love with the offensive rebound, too. Oh, they're here. They're cleaning up. We had some snow here, so they're plowing it. Cool. Very nice. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Embiid is filthy tonight. He is, man. Absolutely, man. I wish we had a better call on the little alley-oop pass to himself. That would have been nice. Just hit it off the backboard and just was able to jam it home. 23 likes. Let's get to 200 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. Even though we probably won't. But that's the mindset we got to be in, man. If you're interested in becoming a mod for this channel, please reach out to me on Discord. You can also reach out to me on here and be like, yo, JJ, I want to be a mod. Sorry if we have some noise coming on in the background. That's just the trucks outside. Oh, boy, 8:06 p.m. Eastern Time. Banchero gets the inbound, shoots it off the elbow, and he puts it up and in as he rattled it home, and it bounced around 3 times. You miss plowing, salting, and bringing and brining the streets? I didn't know that's what you did for a living. I had no idea. 62-54. Harris on the other side tries to find Embiid. Embiid over at the foul line extended. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Takes a jab step in the face of Carter Jr. and puts it up and in again. You could probably have 3 defenders on him. And that's how hot his hand is tonight. Suggs with a 2. No good. Good defense by Kelly Oubre Jr. Embiid with the rebound. Kicks it out to Maxey for 3 again. Oh, it's a little short. Maxey gets his own offensive rebound, though. It was a long rebound. Swings it out to Kelly Oubre Jr. with a little circus pass, if you will. Oubre Jr. back to Embiid on the far elbow. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He's taking about 10 seconds off the shot clock. Puts up a shot. No. Harris with the offensive rebound, and he jams it home. But they won't count it. They won't count it. Offensive basket interference, is that what the call is? I don't know about that. The Magic got the rebound. That's all they say on the ESPN score. But geez, nope, Harris got called for a loose ball foul. So that's going to put the Magic in the bonus. But just the assertiveness and the thought of Tobias Harris just getting the offensive rebound and putting it up and jamming it home, that's what you like to see. Here we go again. Chuma Okeke is able to go 1 for 2 from the line. That trip around, he missed the first free throw and got the second one to fall. A 9-point lead now for the Sixers. Maxey with a bounce pass to Oubre Jr. as he steps up over at the Kia Center sign on the far wing. Dribbles past the screen set by Embiid. He'll take it down low. Will step back, pull up for 2. It's a little strong. Kelly Oubre Jr., the one thing about him is that he's been a little bit cold over the last 3 games or so, but the Sixers have been still able to win regardless. Suggs kicks it back out to Banchero. Banchero dribbles into the lane over Tobias Harris. They swing it around the timeline. Suggs with 5 seconds left on the shot clock tries to go inside and muster his way through, and he gets the left-handed finger roll finish. He got it. 64-57 with 1:08 remaining in the second quarter. Here's Maxey as he hands it off to Embiid. Embiid takes a tumble to the deck, and we have a whistle and a foul called again. It'll be a blocking foul as Embiid was being guarded by Joe Ingles, but the foul was called on Wendell Carter Jr. as he stepped on him for just a little quick second. Again, the Magic are in the bonus. Sixers not there yet with 1:03 remaining in the first half. And Embiid just sat right on his buttocks as he was fouled. All right, 8 seconds left on the shot clock as the Sixers get the inbound. Maxey off the dribble, hands it off to Embiid. Embiid at the top of the key, wants to ISO, puts up a 3 in the face of Carter Jr. He's human, and he's not able to hit the 3. It was a little short. Banchero with the rebound. Banchero now at the top of the key. Lots of action down low, but the whistles remain silent between Maxey and Suggs. Ingles for a tray on the near corner. Bullseye. That's his third three in a row that he's been able to hit. He has been unstoppable from downtown. Left wide open again. Embiid trying to answer back on the other side. Goes up with a large contact. Whistles remain silent, but he's still got it in traffic off the double team. He is literally a cheat code out there. 26 points for him. 4 steals, 4 rebounds. He has really been just shooting almost perfectly from the field. Make it now 28 as they count that bucket. 10 seconds on the game clock, 5 on the shot clock. We have a whistle called as Wendell Carter Jr. gets called for an offensive foul on Tyrese Maxey as he planted his feet. He was in the lane, and the Sixers will get the ball back for one more time. They're up by 6 with 8.6 remaining in the second quarter. The shot clock's unplugged, and they'll get the ball back. Moritz Wagner will enter on in for Wendell Carter Jr. He is in a little bit of some foul trouble now. Joe Ingles is chirping over towards the sideline, and so is Jamal Mosley. They have not inbounded the basketball just yet. So Wagner steps on in. Maxey gets the inbound. He's not past half court just yet. Now he is. He's at the Kia Center side. He's working really quickly. 3.6 seconds left, and we have a whistle again. I can't tell who it's on. I think it's on Jalen Suggs. It's on Suggs. They had a foul to give, so that was smart for them to use that. Maybe not, because Maxey's at the line. There was a personal foul. I guess now the Sixers are in the bonus. It's not showing up on the graphics, on the little bug, but Maxey's first foul shot is good and makes it now 67-60. They say it was just a personal foul, and again, no sign of the Sixers being in the bonus. So, looked like that was just the 4th foul called against Orlando, but it's 67-60, and now 68-60. As they make it an 8-point game now. 3.6 seconds left on the game clock. Again, shot clock on blood. Maxey with 17 points and 6 assists. 3-point shot by Banchero in the face of Harris. Way off the mark. And we go into halftime. Sixers up by 8. And we go into halftime with an 8-point lead at 68-60. Good job by the Sixers in that second quarter to just be able to capitalize on so many opportunities. They actually outscored the Magic 36-26 in that quarter alone. They were down 34-32 going into quarter number 2, but have been able to just keep their foot on the gas pedal. And even though they're getting out-rebounded tonight, and we'll talk more about it, again, they're hitting their shots. And when you're hitting your shots and everybody's feeling it, including your big man, who has 28 points, literally almost half of your points, that's pretty awesome. So he just needs 2 more points to continue his 30 or more point streak. And it just seems like every night now we just take it for granted, for sure. Maxey also has 17. Harris has 12. So the big 3 tonight for the Sixers, well, they've been able to put up 57. 57. 57 of their 68 points. That is wild. They've also have had a combined 8 steals. 8 out of their 9 steals have gone to Harris, Embiid, and Maxey. What happens if they mistakenly let Maxey shoot free throws? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Maxey's a pretty good foul shooter. 15 years for Gloucester City, then Camden County. I worked with a water sewer department, then CCMUA sewer, but when it snows, it did, and they use everybody. Wow, that's wild. Sorry, man. It's tough. Like when you're doing all the action on here, and you got to keep up with everything. So if I don't always get to your comments right away, do not take it personally. This is to anybody out there. It's not just Mike, even though Mike doesn't take it personally. I'm just saying. Our number one job is to give the play-by-play. But this is utilizing you guys as color on here. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jacqueline? How you doing? Thanks for coming on. You said they were not in the penalty yet on the board. Yeah, on the NBC Sports graphic, there was no, not in the penalty. Yeah, they were not in the bonus. Correct. But I think that they were wrong. Unless ESPN was wrong. Let's see. Was ESPN wrong? No, they just said it was a personal take foul. Not even a. Yep. So that's correct. What's up, Jacqueline? You do your best, JJ, and you do great. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those bells, man. Turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. Hello, Mike. Jacqueline says hello to Jacqueline. Hello to everybody that's on here. I want to ask you guys something, all right? And I want to get your honest feedback, all right? I lost my question, and I thought I had it remembered. I thought I remembered it, but I did not. Here we go. Here's our serious question right now. Coke or Pepsi? Coke or Pepsi? Or neither? That's what I want to know. Coke, Pepsi, or neither? And why? I'm not really a Coke or a Pepsi guy, but I like Coke better than Pepsi. If I were, gun pointed at the head, had to choose between the two, it's Coke. Pepsi. Pepsi's sweeter. That's why. Says Hardcore for All. Okay. Pepsi is sweeter. Jacqueline says Diet Coke. I'm with you. All right. Yeah, Coke or Pepsi. That was one. I can't really think of anything else. I'm trying to also get into the habit of reading more. So I've gotten some really cool books from a local thrift store and also from people that have gotten me gifts over the years, including my family, and I'm really trying to take more of an interest in reading because I've noticed that even though it's hard when you're producing your own content, you become more knowledgeable when you actually take the time to literally read something. So we become, in my opinion, as a society, in some ways, more lazy when we're trying to look at even news reports that are out there, and we just look at the headlines, and we take more things for granted that way. And so I'm trying to get more into the habit of actually, if I see a trade go down, right, like specifically a trade go down here in the NBA or in the MLB or whatever, I'm now taking more time to actually read the contract, to read the full statements that are out there and what these writers actually have to say. So, and I think that that's a really big thing for us to try to do. My daughter Cheyenne gave me a lecture, and it was well-deserved. What lecture? No more Diet Coke for me. Or caffeine, period. Oh, okay. I see. Man, so that means coffee? No coffee? Nothing like that? Wow. Coke. Probably everybody knows that they still use cocaine leaves in Coke. I didn't know. No, I'm kidding. I do that. You love your Diet Coke. Yes. I know people that love their Diet Coke too. I have a sweet tooth. I like milkshakes. Oh boy, no more coffee. Well, coffee is my choice over soda any day, says Hardcore for All. See, now it's becoming tea. I enjoy tea, guys. I do. I'll probably make a cup of tea after this game. I haven't had it in a couple of days, but it's so good for the voice. It's so soothing, and it really does make you relax a little bit more physically, and it's really good for you mentally too. That's my problem. I have a horrible sweet tooth. Yeah, see, that's the tough part about it, man. I've only got one kidney, and I want to fight off the kidney failure stage 3 right now. No dialysis, and I'm trying to. It makes a lot of sense, man. Makes a lot of sense. Tea after 3, says Hardcore for All. You can't forget it. Yeah. If you are just tuning in, the name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Sixers are up 68-60. We're in halftime as they lead the Orlando Magic by 8 points. They're 26-13 on the season and 22-19. That's the Orlando Magic record on the season. They're actually 13-5 at home. But they've been struggling lately. They have really been struggling lately. I wanted to actually kind of talk a little bit more about these two teams going head-to-head against each other, but I had my little graphic up, but then it went away, so you have to bear with me for a second. But no, both teams are playing really well. Joel Embiid does have 28 points, and we talked about it before. Maxey and Harris combined have been able to put up 29 points, 17 for Maxey and 12 for Harris. He's 1 for 2 from 3. Tobias Harris has 3 steals, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, and 12 points in 18 minutes. And Maxey has been able to play in 21 minutes. He's +8 on the court, 1 steal, 1 block, 5 dimes, 2 boards, and he's shooting 5 for 13 from the field, and he's also 5 for 6 from the line. So that's the other good thing about all 3 of these guys is that they're being very aggressive, and from the line themselves, they're actually 17 for 18 with their foul shooting. Become a member of ours. Yes, sir. How do you do that chat setup? You may have answered it already, but I was away from my computer. No worries, man. Yeah, so I have a Ninja Chat feature. I use OBS, so I don't like using StreamYard when I'm doing live games. I like utilizing OBS. I think it works better. I know a lot of people say the opposite, but I like it. I feel like I can customize more stuff by myself. It is more work, but it looks more professional in my opinion. So I'm able to have the scoreboards up here. I have different overlays, different browsers, and web and window captures and all that type of stuff. So yeah. So that's what I've been able to do with the Ninja Chat specifically. So it's a plug-in app that you use on OBS, and it's been working really well. It takes a little bit of time to actually set it up, but I really like OBS and utilizing it for games because there's a lot of things that you can do with it. You can actually, you can take like a whole, I'd say like a whole year or like a whole couple of years just learning about new features on OBS because this thing, the fact that it's for free, it's just really ridiculous. But I'm geeking out here talking about OBS, and that's not what I want to do. But yes, the bottom line is that, yes, you can utilize the Ninja Chat. It's a plug-in on OBS. You know, you have to take the time to learn about it, but there's a lot of videos that can help you learn how to set it up. And it's a really cool feature. I really do like it. So the Sixers are taking on the Orlando Magic tonight. And, well, both these teams, when you just take a look at how they've been doing over their last 30 games, I'm pulling it up as we speak, Sixers record versus the Magic head-to-head. Sixers last 30 games versus the Magic. Let's see. There it is. They've been able to win a lot of these matches. I want to know their head-to-head record versus the Magic head-to-head record. They're 19-11 over their last 30 games versus the Magic. How about that? That's pretty cool. But over their last, now I wanted to see over their last 10 games. I wanted to see how they fare up against them. They're actually 9-1 over their last 10 games, and currently speaking, yeah, they're on a 2-game winning streak. So they were able to win 112-92 earlier this year, and then last time they played them last year, it was 105-94. Earlier this year, well, the Sixers, when they did beat the Magic, they had a lot of contributions by different guys, including, of course, the big man himself, Joel Embiid, as he was able to do a very good job against them. Tobias Harris also had 22 points. Actually, sorry, Embiid did not start in that game. I beg your pardon. But Harris had 22, Melton had 22, and Maxey had 23. And that's going to work. But, again, you know, you can't always rely on that for every single game. But Melton did have a very good shooting display that game. He was actually 8 for 13 from the field. Sixers still without him, still without Robert Covington, still without Jaden Springer too. So, they're still lacking some depth on their team, but they have a very, very good team with the way that they're playing right now, for sure. I love OBS for doing my games. I may have worked out a way to do both. To do StreamYard and OBS? Wow. That's wild. We got 21 people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you are tuning in on Facebook, if you're tuning in on any sort of other platform, even something that I've never heard of in my entire life, which would be very, very weird because I know all the platforms that I'm on. But if you're on any other platform, come on over to YouTube if you want your comments to be seen and heard. If you don't, you can just follow on the other social media platforms, but I'm not going to look at your comments because I don't have that up. So, 5 more subscribers till we get to 1,640. What are you guys waiting for? I want us to get to 1,650 by the end of the weekend. That's a goal of ours. I want us to get to 1,650. And probably by the end of February, I am hoping that we get to 2,000. And that I'm putting that nicely. I think that we can even do it before that. But by the end of February, that's where I want to be. I want to be at 1,700 subscribers. JJ, do you like Dunkin' Donuts coffee? I go to the one on 561 in Centennial Boulevard. I like Dunkin' Donuts. Their coffee's okay. I like some of their special coffees. Some of their cappuccinos that are seasonal flavors. I like those. But I'm more of a Starbucks guy. If you were to ask me for a fast food chain for coffee, I would have to say Starbucks I like better. But I do really like Dunkin' Donuts. I really do. Dunkin's Donuts. That's self-lob. Yep. That's what I was trying to think of. I was trying to think of the right terminology. I said a self-alley-oop, but that's really a self-lob. So thanks for clarifying that. A self-lob. Yeah, I know. That was ridiculous. I wish I had a better call for that, but that self-lob was ferocious. He is, taking the league by storm now. It's not even funny. Wawa's coffee's good, but a lot of people that aren't in the East Coast, they don't know what that is. If you guys want to donate to the channel, by the way, please feel free to leave a super chat down below. You can also donate via PayPal or Venmo as well. If you want to give back to the channel, we have a lot of content coming up, and we've been putting in a lot of work, so any donation would totally be a plus for sure. The Magic have been shooting 50% from 3. Wendell Carter Jr. actually has 13 points. He's 6 for 8 from the field and has 8 rebounds. The season average for the Magic from 3 is actually at 34%, so they are 16 percentage points up from that. 68-60 as we start off the second half, and we're underway. Suggs tries to get it for Orlando, and he does so. We'll kick it back out to Goga Bitadze. And Bitadze's shot is up, and he can't hit it. It was a little bit too short. Could not get the finger roll to go. Columbia Blend. Columbia Blend's good. Here's Maxey on the other side trying to go up with the right hand, and he fizzles his way into the lane, and he rattles it up and in with the underhanded scoop. It's 70-60 Philadelphia. So a good job by Maxey, who has 19 points. He would then be the second Sixer if he gets one more bucket to be able to get in 20 figures. Again, here comes Bitadze. Bitadze kicks it back out and tries to find a three-point shooter. This time it's Caleb Houston. His three is off the mark. It's rebounded by Tobias Harris. Harris, that's rebound number 5. 12 points for him as he tries to bully his way into the lane. A turnaround jumper. It's up. Does not get the friendly bounce. Batum batters it around. Finds Oubre Jr. at the top of the key. What a rebound by Nick Batum. That's just what he does. He likes to tip out passes. Here's Maxey for 3 as he lets it fly. Goes down the drain and hits the tray from the near wing. 13-point lead for the Sixers, and Tyrese Maxey has scored all 5 of the Sixers' points so far in this third frame. Banchero, who's been awfully quiet, tries to get past the logo, and he'll hand it off to Bitadze. Bitadze back as he hands it off to Suggs over on the far wing. Suggs trying to take on Joel Embiid, and that's just not going to work. Embiid plays good defense, gets the rebound. He's about 7 inches taller than him, And we have a whistle on the other side by Bataze as he fouls Joel over on the near wing. Not in the act of shooting, but Maxey's a little Euro step. He went with a little Kyrie Irving type of a finish where he was just dazzling his way over towards the lane, and he had that left foot up and got a little Euro step, then leaned over towards that right side, got the underhanded layup to go, and it was just absolutely artistic. Maxey gets the dribble handoff. He loses the basketball on the other side. One of the whistles do remain silent. Here comes Jalen Suggs. Suggs finds Banchero, and Banchero is able to file down a ferocious dunk, 73-62. Nick Nurse not happy with how his defense played there. He's very animated on the sidelines and is telling his team to get back on offense and set up a play. Harris trying to lob it inside to Embiid. Embiid now standing at the three-point line at the top of the key. He'll hand it back off to Maxey. Maxey with 5 seconds left on the shot clock tries to dribble into the lane and pass it back out, and it's stolen away. That's the second turnover by Maxey. Not like him in this third quarter. Three-point shot is up, no. And a rebound goes to Jalen Suggs again. Suggs for three. Got it. The rebound actually went to Banchero, and he just bounced past it outside to Jalen Suggs, and he answers back with a trifecta of his own. 8 offensive rebounds for the Sixers and 9 for the Magic. Harris at the top of the key for 3 off the dribble, puts it up, and it does not go in. It's a little short. And another board goes to Suggs. 73-65 is the score. 8:40 left to go in the third quarter. Again, the Magic going from right to left, and the Sixers going from left to right. Magic come up with a bucket on the other side as Jalen Suggs is able to hit the 2 and make it look so easy on the turnaround jumper from the near side. Embiid trying to answer back from the left elbow, puts it up, can't put it in. Cannot put it in. It was a little bit strong. He's still looking to get on the board here in the third quarter. He's been a little bit cold. Banchero trying to go up against Tobias Harris. It's blocked by Oubre Jr. and stolen away. But we have a late whistle called on Paolo Banchero, and Banchero does get called for the foul. As he tried to, it was a reach-in foul, as Kelly Oubre Jr. got it, and he was just out-hustling Banchero, but Banchero tried to sneak in from behind him, but he made a lot of contact with his body. Lots of physicality between both of these teams. It started off as a very scrappy game, but the Sixers have been able to just shoot the ball very, very well. 8 minutes to go, and Batum gets the inbound. He'll dribble handoff to Kelly Oubre Jr. Almost lost it for a second, but Oubre Jr. comes back up with it. He finds Maxey. Maxey trying to take on Suggs. Stops on the dime, passes it all the way to Embiid. Embiid at the foul line inside the circle. Takes 2 jab steps, puts up a foul line jumper, goes in and out, almost automatic. And Nick Batum, does he get called for a foul against Suggs? It looked like he flopped for a quick second. Or just lost his footing, if you will. Maybe not flopped. But that's the 4th personal foul on Nico Batum. So Suggs got the defensive rebound and got tripped up by Batum. Yeah, that's he has to be careful. 4 personal fouls. He's +8 on the court, though. 3 points, 3 assists. He's been doing a lot of things that don't show up in the stat sheet tonight. Embiid trying to defend Banchero off the dribble, and Banchero knocks it down in his face. And Nick Nurse, outraged and wants the timeout. And that's what he'll get. 73-69, Sixers lead it by 4 with 7:28 left remaining in the third quarter. Time is it? 8:34 p.m. Eastern Time. Who's Mike? Oh, Michael Boyd. I was going to say Mike. Wait, are you talking to yourself? 31 people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Out again, do your thing. Hit that subscribe button if you guys love the Sixers as much as I do. We're live for almost every single Sixers game. We also do Eagles football. We do Phillies baseball as well. We're on for the 162. We did 144 of the 128 of the 162 last year. I can't seem to remember now. I used to remember it. I used to make that a part of every time. What do you call that? Not my teaser. What do you call it? My My hook when I would talk about this channel or whatever. I can't seem to think of the word right now. My mind is pretty much frozen from all the editing I've done over the last night or so, and the stuff that we have going out later tonight and tomorrow. It's a little bit different, but we're here, and we're trying to definitely do our best. 28 people on here watching. Did we get to 30 likes yet? How many likes do we have in the chat? What's up, Cam? What's up, Cam? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on. 29 people. One more has to hit that thumbs up button. Come on. I want us to get to 100 likes. That's all we got to do. Just get to 100. We need 71 more of you to hit that thumbs up button. Haven't gotten to 100 likes literally since, what was it? It was the Phillies playoffs. Wow. That was the last time we reached 100 likes. That's crazy. Oh, boy. 30 likes now. Let's go. Cam is number 30. Number 30. That's beautiful. Let's take a look at the scores really quickly. So the Charlotte Hornets, who the Sixers will play tomorrow, they lead it by 2 against the Spurs. The Spurs will play the Sixers on Monday. It's really funny how that works out. It's 84-82 in Charlotte with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Boston has an 11-point lead against the Denver Nuggets, 58-47, with 3:07 left in the first half. And the Miami Heat are up down 32-24 against the Atlanta Hawks. And that's going into quarter number 2. The other game that's on right now is the Phoenix-New Orleans game. That just the second quarter just started. It's 41-20 Phoenix. And then in the hockey world, Minnesota in Florida taking on the Florida Panthers. It's 4-1. Minnesota Wild lead it in the second period. We'll get back to the rest of the scores in just a little bit as Embiid tries to go up with a little baby hook as he gets the inbound, and he takes about 5 seconds off the shot clock and got it. Embiid now with 30 points. So he is now in 30 figures. 7 minutes left to go. And he is just past Elgin Baylor for what is now 19 straight games with a 30 or more point performance. That is absolutely an incredible feat, and he just needs one more to tie Will Chamberlain, who's done it literally 4 times throughout his career. He had a 65-game streak of scoring 30 or more points, a 31-game streak, 25, and a 20-game streak, all within the span of literally 4 years, which is really impressive. 75-69 is the score. Oubre Jr. gets the inbound this time as he goes up with a shot, then he's fouled in the act of shooting. Oubre Jr., I'm sorry, he actually caused the shooting foul. It was inbounded by the Orlando Magic. Got to pay attention. 75-69, Sixers lead it by 6 points. They're up by half a dozen. 6:46 remaining now in the third quarter. 2 dribbles come up, and first foul shot is good. It was by Okeke. I can't understand why ESPN is like so slow sometimes with their play-by-plays on here. Cam, how you doing, man? So Jalen Suggs is actually the one that's at the line. He does make the first free throw, and he hits the second one, too. 6:45 remaining in the third quarter. The Sixers shooting 94% from the line. They say that he recorded his 19th straight game of 30 or more points. Yeah, that's what I said. 32 for the big man and 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 4 steals. Suggs gets it over at the top of the key, finds Okeke, who's spinning and fading and trying to go up with a shot, and he can't get that one off. Tyrese Maxey gets the rebound. Maxey tries to find Joel Embiid, almost moved his pivot foot. He actually almost dragged it. He's at the foul line trying to go up against his defender, and we have a whistle called on... It'll be Goga Bitadze. Bitadze does get called for the foul there. That is just absolutely incredible how he was able to make that little self-lob, if you will. earlier in the game. We're halfway done the third quarter. Sixers lead it by 6. Batum will inbound it from the far sideline. And we have some more substitutions coming. Wendell Carter Jr. will enter on into the game for Goga Bitadze. And Batum will this time hand it off to Maxey. Maxey tries to go into the lane off the inbound, and Maxey loses it for a quick second, but they're going to say it was last touched by the Magic. So 5 seconds still remain on the shot clock. And with 5:49 left to go, Sixers are up by 6. Maxey will inbound it from the baseline, the Sixers baseline. He finds Embiid. Embiid tries to take it right to the cup. Puts up a little teardrop runner. No, it's a little bit strong. And Suggs and Banchero are able to get the rebound. It's actually going to go to Banchero. Banchero on the far wing, being defended by Batum. Tries to find a three-point shooter. That's Wendell Carter Jr. His three-pointer's way off the mark. Another offensive rebound by Orlando. That's their 10th of the game. Sixers are really getting out-dueled on the glass. Carter Jr. on the near corner tries to fizzle his way in, and he gets fouled by Oubre Jr. as he was just trying to go down with a right-handed sledgehammer. And with 5:22 left, we have another foul called on Oubre. So that is not good for the Sixers. So at the line right now, as we just mentioned, is Wendell Carter Jr. Carter Jr. is 24. He's 6'10". He went to Duke and was the first-round selection by Chicago in 2018. He was actually their 7th overall pick. He does knock down the first free throw. And now he'll stay put out there as he actually tries to tie his shoe. His right shoe came undone. His shoelace was undone. And he had to retie it for a quick second. He's averaging about 9.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, and about less than 2 assists as well. Matt Murphy just reposted, according to Sixers stats, quote, Joel has actually scored 30 points in his first 24 minutes, making his 19th consecutive game with at least 30 points. Only James Harden and Wilt Chamberlain have ever had a longer streak. 77-73 with 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Beverly with a trifecta, and it goes in and out. He tried to launch a firework from outer space, and he could not hit it from downtown. Suggs, his three-pointer. That's off the mark. Too strong. Beverly got the board. Beverly to Embiid at the top of the key. Takes a jab step, and now we'll hand it off over to Oubre Jr. Oubre Jr. trying to take it right to the cup. Puts up a right-handed shot. It finishes in traffic. He got it. So the Sixers lead it by 6. Oubre Jr. could not get back on defense, but they do swing it around the timeline, the Magic that is. I don't know why. Ingles now has it at the top of the key, and he'll find Suggs over on the near wing at the three-point line. Banchero tries to set up a screen. Banchero trying to set up something for Suggs. Suggs goes off the dribble over Batum on the near elbow, and it's just not good. Oh, man, it was not good. It was just too strong again. Another lob pass inside that tries to go from Oubre Jr. to, I don't know who it was. I don't remember who it was that made the pass. It was Marcus Morris Sr. that tried to find Oubre Jr. inside, and it was not able to. He was not able to be successful, and it actually bounced off the foot of Banchero, and that's why the Sixers will have the ball. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter, and the Philadelphia 76ers lead it by 6 points. The Sixers have only committed 3 fouls, and the Magic have only committed 3 too. Both teams also down to 4 timeouts remaining. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come on, man. Algo Gang, do your thing. Embiid takes 2 jab steps, puts up a 2 again. No. Batum tries to find Oubre Jr. for 3. Got it. He was at the top of the key, and Batum again just tipping it all the way out and poking it to find Oubre Jr. That is just what he does. Got to give him a lot of credit for that. That's the scrappiness that he provides. Speaking of scrappiness, Pat Beverly trying to get the rebound, and he's able to do so. They actually tipped it out to Oubre Jr., who is rewarded for the rebound. Beverly swings it out to Morris Sr. for a wide-open three on the other side. No, Oubre Jr. trying to get the rebound, and we have another whistle. And Oubre Jr. gets called for the offensive loose ball. That was a loose ball foul with 3:26 remaining in the third quarter. He's chirping a little bit with one of the refs. 33 people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. JJ, I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to go to Maine to bring my brother to college. Wow, that's wild. I didn't even know you had a brother, man. Sixers lead it by 9 again. Suggs trying to find Banchero. Banchero with a turnaround jumper over House Jr. No. And another rebound by Carter Jr. Carter Jr. with a right elbow hook. No. It was another strong shot again, and it misses. Sixers will have Embiid get the rebound. Embiid back to Oubre Jr., who swings it back out to Beverly. Beverly to Embiid again at the foul line. Takes a couple of jab steps and puts up a shot. Puts it up, and it's a little bit too strong. Markelle Fultz was literally guarding him, had his hands crossed behind his back, and was just like, shoot it, I dare you, and was like all in his grill. 82-73, 2.5 minutes to go. Oubre Jr. tries to get tripped up there with Cole Anthony. He wanted the whistle so badly. Anthony finding Fultz underneath the basket. Fultz one more to Carter Jr., and the three-point shot is good, and now it's a 6-point lead for the Sixers. So the Magic clawing their way back into this ball game with 2:12 remaining in the third quarter. Joel gets the dribble handoff. A little bounce pass, if you will, from Beverly. Embiid on the far elbow. Puts up a 2 over Carter Jr., and he gets granted his wish as he's fouled. He is fouled this time. Embiid has been very quiet in this third quarter, and the Sixers will call a timeout. The foul is on Wendell Carter Jr. We'll be right back in just a little bit. I'm going to take a very quick step off, hit that thumbs up button, and hit that subscribe button. What are y'all waiting for? Comment down below. Be right back. All right, come on, man. 5 more subscribers. Come on, man. What are y'all waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, man. If you've been on here for, like, the very beginning and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate that, man. I really, really would. So if that's what you've been up to, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Who's your MVP of this game so far? Somebody said Markelle Fultz. That was Mike Green. Of course he would say that. He's trying to be a jokester. You're funny. Where's this? Embiid was actually, oh, wow, I didn't see this. Is that Michael Rubin that was literally, like, right next to him on the right side? Embiid was on a little carousel. I guess that this was earlier today when the Sixers had their youth foundation event, and Embiid was literally trying to take a selfie on the carousel, on the little merry-go-round. That's funny. Courtesy of the Sixers. I like that, man. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Come on, mods. Mods, you gotta tell people to like and subscribe. 82-76 with 2:02 left to go in the third quarter. Embiid with the first foul shot puts it up and in and makes it 83-76. So it's Sixers are up by 7 points. We got 29 people on here. Hit that thumbs up button, people. 84-76 says that free throw shot is good. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter as we're coming down the home stretch in this quarter specifically. Cole Anthony tries to drive it into the lane, and he actually loses it. It goes out of bounds towards the baseline, and the Sixers will get the ball back. It's 84-76 with 1:45 left to go. House Jr. steps in for the Sixers. It's House Jr., Beverly, Maxey, Embiid, and Morris Sr. Maxey finds Joel, takes a jab step at the free throw line, pulls up, and tries to hit a fadeaway jumper, and that was a little bit too short. So Embiid has really been struggling with the mid-range here in this third quarter, so he's probably going to have to be very aggressive in the fourth quarter. Sixers up by 8, though, with 1:20 remaining in the third. Again, they'll swing it around. Ingles tries to find Isaac for 3, and that three-pointer actually clanked off the back of the backboard. Beverly comes up with a long defensive rebound, that is. He'll find Maxey, and Maxey's layup is good. Tyrese Maxey able to get the three-point opportunity the old-fashioned way. A 10-point lead for the Philadelphia 76ers with 1:10 remaining, and another timeout called by Orlando as they lead it by 10. 30 people watching. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. Who's your MVP of this game, guys? I only heard one answer. I love the participation tonight. It's absolutely beautiful. So Maxey's foul shot is good. I thought that they were going to call a timeout, but I guess not. It said timeout on ESPN, but maybe they were wrong. 87-76. 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Banchero tries to swing it out to Ingles. Ingles back to Cole Anthony. Anthony back to Ingles on the far wing. He'll try to take it right towards the cup, and he can't finish it with the right-handed scoop. Embiid is there to grab another rebound. So Joel tonight has been able to make some rebounds here. He's on the far side now this time as he gets the handoff from Morris Sr. And we have another foul called. It'll be against the Orlando Magic. And we didn't have that up. So 7 rebounds for Joel, 34 points, 2 assists as well. He's 1 for 2 from 3. He had a wide open 3. It was a little bit earlier in the ball game. It was actually towards the middle of the second quarter, I want to say. 41.3 seconds left in the third quarter. And Joel's going to go back to the line. He needs 6 more points to get to 40 as he drips the sweat. And the first free throw is up and good. So Embiid is shooting 88.5% from the line, which for a center is absolutely outstanding. And sometimes, when you watch this guy every day, you forget what it's like watching most centers shoot free throws, or most centers not even being able to shoot jumpers like he does. It is really just unbelievable what he's able to do, and we can't say it enough. The next free throw is good, and now make it 36 points for Joel. 36 seconds to go in the third quarter. Magic have it. Cole Anthony dishes it out to Black. Black getting his first set of action tonight, and we have a whistle called as the Sixers will actually, the Sixers will get the ball back. So Anthony Black steps in for Joe Ingles. There's 3 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Wendell Carter Jr. lost it out of bounds off the bad pass. 7 turnovers by Philadelphia and 13 for Orlando, and that's been the difference of the game. Maxey at the logo, dribbles towards the right side. He'll hand it off to Embiid. Embiid inside the foul line, kicks it back out to Maxey. 1 second left in the high arc and runner. He puts it up. No. Embiid tried to tip it back up and in. He couldn't do so either. And Maxey's little half-court shot is up, and he can't get the buzzer beater to go as he airballed it. 89-76 as we go into quarter number 4. The 76ers lead it by 13. All right, time for our Philadelphia Sixers trivia question of the day. Maybe we'll get more people to participate this way. That would be really nice. So I want to know. All right, I'm gonna actually ask you a trivia question. What's up, young Shizzy? How you doing, my guy? Thanks for coming on here. So I'm gonna ask you a trivia question. If you get it right, that's what you'll hear. If you get it wrong, that's what you'll hear. So I want to know who set a 76ers franchise record at the time by recording 445 offensive rebounds in the 1982 to 83 season. That's what I want to know. Who set a 76ers franchise record at the time by getting 445 offensive rebounds in the 82-83 season? Everyone, go share the stream. Yes, absolutely. Share this with your friends. Tell your family about this channel. You know, seriously, spread the love. That's all I ask. Spread the love. Who set a Sixers record, a franchise record at the time by recording 445 offensive rebounds in the 82-83 season? So think back to 1982, 1983, and think about offensive rebounds. Which Sixers player at the time got 445 offensive rebounds during that season? Shouldn't be too hard. Moses Malone. That's correct. Got it. Now, did you know that or did you look it up? Either way, I don't really care. Moses Malone. That was, I think that we gave it away. I shouldn't have said, well, I said at the time 82, 83, so I guess I couldn't have lost either way. Ryan Rose says Malone. Ryan's always here for our trivia questions. He always likes to answer that. I always thought he was related to the other Malone. Karl Malone? Yeah. He is. Isn't he? Mark Ivoroni? No. Moses and Karl Malone. Aren't they brothers? No, they're not related. Huh. I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that. 89 to 76, Sixers up by 13. I did not know that, huh? So they're not related. I always thought that they were. How about that? How about that? That's crazy. So we take about 20 seconds off the game clock to start off the fourth quarter. And the Sixers do lead it by 13 points. Beverly, Reed, Harris, Morris Sr., and Maxey all out there for the Sixers. Morris Sr. gets it off the dribble on a little pump fake and steps inside the three-point line on the far corner and nails the two. A 15-point lead now for Philadelphia. And for the Orlando Magic, well, their lineup, they go with an interesting one. Jonathan Isaac, Moritz Wagner, and Markelle Fultz, Cole Anthony, and Anthony Black all out there for Orlando. Black for three on the far wing, bullseye. Black gets the trifecta. Sixers and Flyers are so hot. Let's go, says young Shizzy. How you doing? I know I said how you doing before, but how are you doing? You didn't answer my question. Harris does get the dribble handoff, and he'll find Maxey at the top of the key. Maxey dribbles over towards the right side. The little finger roll layup is good. It was actually more of a little floater. And now he has Tyrese Maxey on the night. Is able to put up 27 points. Markelle Fultz almost got it stolen away. Dishes it out to Anthony for a triple. No, too strong again. Beverly got the board. Beverly leading the charge on the other side. Hands it off to Marcus Morris Sr. Morris Sr. back to Beverly, who wants him to come on in and set up a screen for him. He actually just passes it and actually hands it off to him. Morris Sr. spinning, fading, going up with a two again. A turnaround jumper for Marcus Morris Sr. Man, he is really providing a lot of offense, and I don't think that the Sixers as a team actually expected him to still have this much energy in him offensively, even when he got traded to them. 95-79. I certainly didn't expect that, but he's been able to create his own shots off the dribble. He's doing a much better job with the Sixers. Anthony Black with a high arcing runner. Too strong, but he's fouled anyways. He gets fouled by Maxey. So Maxey gets called for the foul. I'm good spending the weekend at my girls. Nice. Everyone go like the video. Go like and subscribe, man. That's all we ask. Young Shizzy's always here for baseball season, and he's here sometimes during basketball season too. I've seen him pop into some of our Eagle streams. He's a great guy. He does a very nice job. If you guys want to donate to the channel, by all means, feel free to do so. Hit that why can't I think of it right now? Hit that button down below. Oh my gosh, why can I not think of it? The super chat button. Oh my gosh. Brain's freezing. 95-81, 9:40 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Beverly at the logo. We'll try to find Maxey. Maxey would dribble this one out back towards the logo. He was on the near elbow. Maxey gets it. He'll be taken at the Kia Center sign. Tries to go into the right side of the lane and puts up a shot. He's fouled. A very late whistle that was called by the refs. And with 1.5 seconds on the shot clock, Tyrese Maxey with the shot clock unplugged this time. He'll just head on over to the line. Markelle Fultz got called for a shooting foul. Didn't think that he was going to get called for it, but he did. I don't know. He definitely made some contact with him, but Magic won't challenge this. Guess. Did you get my answer? Guess. It was Earl Carlton. I didn't get it. So the first foul shot by Tyrese Maxey is good. That makes it a 15-point lead with 9:26 remaining. Second foul shot, that's good too. So yeah, if you guys want to super chat, feel free to do so. 24 people on here. It would mean a lot. 29 points for Maxey and 3 rebounds, 5 assists for him. Fultz tries to drive it into the lane. He'll kick it out, though, to Black. Black with a step back. Thought about taking the 3. Dishes it out to Cole Anthony. Anthony's at the foul line. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. I'll drop off pass inside to Isaac. It gets blocked by the Sixers. The Sixers have Patrick Beverly sneak up from behind and block Jonathan Isaac. So a good play by the Sixers. Morris Sr. got the rebound, and the Sixers will call a timeout with less than 9 minutes to go in quarter number 4. They've been really making it look so easy as they've been able to cruise their way past the third quarter and into the fourth with a very big offensive display on the offensive side of the basketball. Be right back. Oh, man. Hopefully you're all doing well. Let's take a look at some of the scores, shall we? Let's do that now. Where is it? There they are. Now these scores are covered. I hate it when the ESPN app does this. This is the one thing I don't like about these captures is that everything keeps moving, and I can't seem to figure out how to make that stop. But I think that's just because the browser constantly refreshes, and so it has to move somehow, some way. But still, that is a little bit annoying. The Detroit Red Wings are tied 2-2 against the Carolina Hurricanes in the third period with 14:53 remaining. There's about 16 minutes left in the New Jersey Columbus game. Oh my gosh. Columbus Blue Jackets trail by 3 to the New Jersey Devils. And then the Islanders are in Chicago taking on the Blackhawks. It's 1-0 in Chicagoland with 7:29 remaining in the first period. What's up, Merrick? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate that. I really do. We have some awesome support on here, guys. So, again, if you are tuning in, I want to make sure that I remind you guys that tomorrow we'll be back on for the next Sixers game. It'll be at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And then, of course, we will be back as Maxey puts up a 3, and he's able to get it to go. As they just cut away from the timeout, and it's now 100-81. So we're also doing the Bills game on Sunday. Bills take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And we'll have our Sixers postgame show tomorrow night. Maxey has 32.7 in this quarter alone. The Sixers lead it by 19. Banchero almost got away with a travel. Gets it stripped by Maxey and stolen away by B-Ball Paul. 100-81. 8:20 left to go again in the fourth quarter this time. Maxey gets it at the logo. He's at the Kia Center. He's conducting the traffic and telling Paul Reed to get down low. Maxey dribbles over towards the right side. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Puts up a corner jumper, no. Marcus Morris Sr. tried to put up another shot, and they're going to give the goaltending call to Marcus Morris Sr. as defensive goaltending was called against Wendell Carter Jr., and that means that the Sixers have been going on a little run themselves. They're actually, as of right now, on a 7-0 run. 102-81 with 8:01 remaining in the fourth quarter. Oubre Jr. will step back in for Tyrese Maxey, and Tobias Harris does get called for the personal foul. With exactly 8 minutes to go. Sixers are cooking Philly cheesesteaks tonight in Orlando, says Merrick. Siakam makes his debut. That's awesome. Yes, sir, he does. 102-83 as Carter Jr. is able to get the driving dunk to go off the pass by Paolo Banchero. Only 12 points by Paolo Banchero tonight. He's been very quiet. 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Sixers are making him more of a passer. Oubre Jr. lets it fly from downtown, and he gets the triple. He got it. It's a 10-0 run by the Sixers. Make it 10-2 because of the Wendell Carter dunk. Again, this time going over towards the baseline, driving into the lane is Joe Ingles. He's been ice cold here in the second half. As he loses it, it goes out of bounds, but the Sixers touch it last. Oubre Jr. with 11 points, 3 personal fouls, and 3 boards tonight. Banchero will get the inbound. He'll take it over towards the far corner. He tries to step back against Kelly Oubre Jr., puts up a jumper. It's a little short again as it bounced off the front of the rim, and Morris Sr. able to corral the miss. 7 minutes left to go in quarter number 4. No sign of Embiid coming back in just yet. Harris on the low block, trying to take on 2 defenders. He finds Paul Reed with a little sneak pass, if you will. Reed can't finish it. It's stolen away and intercepted again by Cole Anthony. Anthony Black trying to go inside as he dishes it back to Anthony. And actually, that was Fultz, and Fultz gets the layup to go, and he's fouled. Markelle Fultz going to the line for an and one opportunity right now as we speak. So Fultz just able to get the right-handed finish to go as he spins, turns, and dances around Paul Reed, even though Marcus Morris Sr. fouled him. Markelle Fultz this season, when you just take a look at how he's been doing as a whole, he's averaging just 8 points per game. He's 25 now. Of course, went to Washington, was the first overall pick in the 2017 draft. I beg your pardon, I said 2018 before. 8 points, 3.5 rebounds per game, and 3.5 assists as well per game, too. He does hit the 3-point opportunity at the line. Harris on the other side, dribbling past a couple of defenders. He's at the top of the key. And now trying to take it all the way towards the baseline. Finds Marcus Morris Sr. His two-pointer is off. And another board goes to Orlando. Banchero trying to find a driving Carter Jr. into the lane. And that layup is good as gold. Moses Malone, you are so late, Dexter. You got to fast forward, my guy. Dexter, you got to fast forward, bro. 5:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. You're literally like at the start of the fourth. Oh, boy. But thanks for tuning in, Dexter. I appreciate it. Harris kicks it out to Kelly Oubre Jr. for three. And Oubre, well, they're actually showing the replay of the Oubre Jr. three. Beg your pardon about that. The funny part is that Dexter's probably not even going to see this until like 7 more minutes or whatever the case is. Oubre kicks it out to Beverly. Beverly's runner is up. He can't get it. Reed gets the offensive rebound. Reed trying to kick it out to Oubre Jr. for another triple again. No, we couldn't get it. Oh, man. So they're probably going to sit Embiid the rest of the way because they're on a back-to-back, and they want to make sure he's well-rested for tomorrow. Beverly tries to deflect it. It goes out of bounds. Joe Ingles tried to pass it, and Beverly deflected it over towards the Sixers bench. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the fourth. Just tuned in. How many does Joel have? Well, Joel finished tonight. He ended up keeping that streak alive. 105 to 88 again. Sixers have it on the other side. Beverly with a handoff to Harris. Harris lost it out in transition but gets it back. Harris kicks it out to Morris Sr. over on the near corner for a triple. Again, no. Another offensive rebound, though, by Paul Reed. Nobody could box him out. Reed with the baby hook. Yes! The left-handed hook shot by B-Ball Paul. And that maybe could put the dagger into the game. 107 to 88 with 5:05 left to go in the fourth. Just tuned in. How many does Joel have? Well, I wanted to make sure that we caught up with all the action. So, again, if I don't always get back to you guys like in the moment, it's because basketball is a very fast-paced game, so I got to keep up with the action. That's the number one thing. But Joel has 36 points. He has 4 steals, 2 assists, and 7 rebounds in this one tonight. Let's take a sip of water, man. What's up, Radio Rules? Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it so much. Means a lot to me. I forgot what it was like to cut highlights. I forgot how long that process takes. Plus, you post it on your socials, and that really took a lot out. But it was so worth it just to do it because I want our channel to get more publicity, you know. So, and it's a lot easier to just do it than to hire somebody because some of these people do charge a lot of money, and you don't know who to trust. So, all right, we didn't really answer the poll. Or we didn't really talk about the poll. So 43% of you have said that the Sixers are going to score close to 110 points. Well, it's looking more like 120. They need 13 more points to get to 120. And I think that's what it's going to be. Did we get to 40 likes yet? We need 5 more subscribers to get to 1,640. What are you guys doing? Comment and hit that subscribe button. 33 likes. 7 more of you have to hit that thumbs up button to get us to 40. Tell your friends, tell your family, spread the word about this channel. And Algo Game, please do your thing. What I mean by that is if you're a mod on here, all right? If you're a mod on here, tell everybody in the chat to make sure that to like and subscribe. You know, if you're just tuning in, I don't care who you are. If you've been on here for a while, you know, feel free to comment down below and tell people to like and subscribe. You know, that's what we got to do. I'm going to start being a little bit tougher on you guys now because I love you all and you guys do a lot, but, you know, we got to step up. We really do. 29 games this season where the Sixers have had their 3 Musketeers, quote-unquote, play together, and when that has happened, the Sixers are 23-6. Only 6 losses between Harris, Maxey, and Embiid when they were all playing. There's a whistle as soon as the ball is inbounded to the Orlando Magic. And Caleb Houston is the one that comes in for Joe Ingles. So Embiid over on the sideline wearing his black shirt. I can't tell behind the glass as to what it says on the front. But it's pretty cool. 107-88. Banchero is able to knock down and drain the first foul shot. Not a lot of points for him. The Sixers have done a good job at making sure that he's been quiet. Just 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And this is a guy, well, when you look at the season stats, he's averaging 23 points per game, which is 27th in the league. And he gets that one to go, 7 rebounds and 5 assists per game as well. 4:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. He actually had 5 straight games where he scored over 20 or more points. He was also on a very nice streak where he had 35 against Atlanta, 32 against Denver, and 43 against the Sacramento Kings. The 19th time this season where both players have had 25 or more points in a game, which is second most in franchise history. That is wild, between Embiid and Maxey. Courtesy of NBC Sports for that stat. 108-90 with 4:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Mo Bamba talking with Embiid as they share some laughs. And now it's 109-90, and Tyrese Maxey's going to join them on the bench. So Kelly Oubre Jr. got fouled by Anthony Black, and he does knock down both free throws. 4:38 left in the fourth quarter again. Carter Jr. trying to go into the lane, puts up a 2. No, he got fouled, though, in the act of shooting by B-Ball Paul once again. 4:33 remaining in the fourth quarter, and he will head back to the deck, or head back to the line, I should say. Most points scored in first 30 games of the season. How about this? Embiid is playing in his 30th game of the season tonight. Wilt Chamberlain, as the first foul shot's good, Chamberlain in the 62-63 season had 1,527 points. Chamberlain would then, in the 59-60 season, so 3 seasons before that, had 1,080, and Embiid has 1 more point than Michael Jordan, who had 1,052 points in the 1988-89 season. So 1,053 in his first 30 games of the season for Joel. 111-91 as a basket is made by Marcus Morris Sr. from one side. The other side of the court, we have a shooting foul called on Paul Reed. And once again, Wendell Carter Jr. will head back towards the line. Reed tonight, when we've been talking a lot about his foul troubles as a whole, but not a lot of fouls committed tonight by Reed. And he didn't really have a whole lot of fouls to commit against Denver. Carter Jr. does make the first free throw and makes it a 19-point deficit, trying to cut it down to 18 now, and that's what he does. So the former Duke player able to hit both free throws, the Blue Devils. 4:03 left to go in the fourth quarter. 23 people on your watch, and make sure you guys like and subscribe. It's 9:19 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a shot that goes up, and it's way off the mark by B-Ball Paul as he tried to hit a 24-footer, and he airballed it. Black got the rebound, dishes it out to Suggs for a triple, and he got it. So the Magic not going away just yet. It's 111-96, and it's starting to get a little bit dicey over at the Kia Center. 3:35 left in the fourth quarter. Sixers shooting 41% from 3. Magic shooting 45%. Marcus Morris Sr. lost it on the dribble, and it goes out of bounds, and there's a careless turnover by Philadelphia. It went out towards the Sixers baseline, and the Magic will get it back. 3:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. Boy, oh boy, hopefully the broadcaster's jinx doesn't affect me tonight. 3:25 left in the fourth. Again, Suggs over on the near wing at the three-point line. And he will hand it off inside. There's Black for three. That three-pointer's off the mark. So the person that was inside was Caleb Houston. Again, not a whole lot of action from him tonight. Houston actually has no points in 15 minutes, and he was in the starting lineup for them. Houston just averaging about 5.5 points per game. He went to Michigan. We have a timeout called by the Sixers. Forgot to mention that Harris got the rebound. And with 3:13 left in the fourth quarter, Sixers have 3 timeouts to go. 26 people on the air. What's going on, man? Thanks so much for coming on. So 43% of you have said close to 110, and 21% of you have said 120 or more. We have 28 votes. How about that? Any of you guys have a favorite Sixers game that you've ever watched in your entire career? If so, what game was it? What was your favorite Sixers game that you got to watch? Comment down below. My favorite Sixers game, and I was at the game, was when they hit so many threes against Giannis and the Bucks. I think Horford made like 4 threes. Harris hit like 5 threes. Embiid hit maybe 3. Of course, Ben Simmons didn't hit any. But that was a great game. That was on Christmas Day of 2019. I enjoyed that game very, very much. But what's your favorite Sixers game that you got to watch of all time? 111-96. Here's Morris Sr. with a triple. Too strong. It was actually a little bit short. But when I watched it, it bounced off the back of the rim. But it did hit the front of the rim first. 2:50 left in the fourth. A 15-point lead for the Sixers. More substitutions as Moritz Wagner comes in for Caleb Houston, and Jeff Howard will come on in. So Wagner is able to get the 19-footer to go. And now it's a 13-point lead for the Sixers. It's crumbled down just a little bit. Beverly over on the far wing. He's at the top of the key now. We'll try to dribble it into the lane. Step back, pull-up jumper. Got it. That could be the dagger there. That was a much-needed 2 as Beverly puts the fire out with what was a 7-0 run by Orlando. Another 2 this time. It's by Banchero, and he got it. Or Jeff Howard, that is. Jeff Howard got it off the assist by Anthony Black. And it's now 113-100. Beverly at the foul line will try to go up with a little baby hook, and he airballed it over Moritz Wagner. It's rebounded by Kevon Harris. Harris turns it over as he throws it away. The intended receiver was supposed to be Anthony Black over on the far wing, and it goes out of bounds towards his right side. So nobody else has a favorite Sixers game that they want to share? Nobody? What was your favorite Sixers game that you got to watch? Anybody? 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Here is Terquavion Smith, who will come on in for, I believe, his Sixers debut. Kelly Oubre Jr. will throw up an alley-oop jam to KJ Martin, and he got the little alley-oop dunk to go. So the Sixers lead it by 15 points. 3-pointer by Jeff Howard. It clanks off the back of the rim, and Korkmaz will let it go out of bounds. And with 92 seconds left, the Sixers will just hang on. Terquavion Smith, a 20-year-old from Greenville, North Carolina, went to North Carolina State, and he's been really lighting it up in the G League. Oubre Jr. tries to go up with a foul shot, with a little layup, and he'll head back to the foul line to shoot 2 free throws. So that makes it 1:21 left to go in the fourth. Sixers lead it by 15 points. And they'll have Terquavion Smith go to the line. Ricky Council, the fourth, that is, go to the line. He steps in. So Council will be able to make his first foul shot. Council's 22, went to Durham, or he's also from Durham, North Carolina. Went to college at Arkansas, was undrafted in the 2023 draft. 1:21 left, and he makes both free throws and gets a standing ovation from Joel Embiid and everybody else on the Sixers bench. Step back three-pointer by Wagner, and we have a foul away from the play. If you just subscribed to my channel, comment who you are down below. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I want to know who subscribed to the channel. We're live for almost every single Sixers game. We do Phillies baseball as well, and we do Eagles football. That's how we roll. First foul shot is good by Wagner. So his brother, Franz Wagner, is out tonight. And, of course, Gary Harris not playing either for Orlando. So they're without two starters. And they'll cut the deficit back to 14 points. 1:10 left remaining in the fourth. Oubre's drive to the basket. It was a little strong. Got his own rebound. The follow-through is good. And the Sixers back up by 16 points with 1 minute left to go. So if you answered close to 120 points, you were correct on our guess for our poll question. So that means that 21% of you got the answer correct and 79% of you got it wrong. That was a good one, man. That was a very good one. We do have a whistle again against the Sixers. Both teams are in the bonus. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Charlotte Hornets, in case you are wondering, I believe that they lost tonight. The scoreboard just disappeared for a quick second. The Hornets actually won. They won 124-120. LaMelo Ball is back in the lineup. He had 28 points, 8 assists, and 3 steals. And Keldon Johnson got 25 for the San Antonio Spurs. So the Sixers will play them tomorrow night. Hornets are just 9-30 on the season. Spurs are 7-34. Here's Ricky Council, the fourth for a three. Got it at the top of the key as Embiid is pumped up on the bench. 121-104. And we have an alley-oop solo jam on the other side off the bounce pass. So Terquavion Smith pulls up for three this time. He got it again. 124-106. Terquavion Smith and Ricky Council the fourth making a big difference. And they are lighting up a spark against Orlando. Another triple, yes. On the other side, it was Jeff Howard that got the three to go. Why are they not bolding these things? That's so weird. 14 seconds remaining, and that's going to do it for the Sixers as they land in victory formation. And they'll be back tomorrow night. And we'll be back tomorrow night, too. Thank you all so much for coming on here. I'm going to sign off. We're going to wrap things up now. I love you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. And hopefully I see you guys back on here. All right, good win for the Sixers. They played really well. This was a nice win. They started off hot. They were playing well, and then they got a little bit cold and frigid on the defensive side. They couldn't close out. They were still getting out-rebounded, but they made the shots matter when they really had to. And just a very good overall win for the Sixers. Maxey had 32 points. Embiid had 36. That's the 8th time this season where both Embiid and Maxey had 30-point games, 30 or more point games. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Good night. See you soon.